time, you got one. And you born baby like a number one.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Jack's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. Looking at Miami,
You got a late show, if you want to roll, I got a place where I've been, this is all we know.
Thursday evening to you, 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. They're just off a road trip and the Heat are looking to settle back in here at home. And this is the first chance they've had to see Orlando. Last year they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
Two division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Well, for a couple teams that had high hopes coming out of the gate, frustration starting to build, and you can even sense it with the fans. They're getting a little bit nervous here.
And this is the critical stage where when you've gotten out of the gate slowly, it's your leadership that has to step up. They've got to have a strong voice in the locker room, not overreact to mounting frustrations, and just calm the nerves of the young players. It's important to keep your unity in tough times.
One of the coaches always say, don't let go of the rope. Everybody's got to pull in the right direction, same direction. Don't let go of the rope.
Great point, Kev.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Markieff Morris. And there's Money. And it's Paul in at the shooting guard position. Good on the second free throw. Here's Money. Morris trying to free himself up, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Here's Dixon. And too long on the shot.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Morris kicks to Love. Here's Money. That's in there. Love with the assist. Money's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
Right, they're making it easy for the opposition. You can't afford to cough the ball up like that.
Here's Brock. Right through the knee for the layup.
It's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Thompson kicks to Love. Ball outside. Here's Money. Bank shot. No good.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on his easy chance from mid-range.
That one's in his first bucket of the game, and he's 1 for 2.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, I caught up with the head coach for the Heat. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively. that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their energy early on. They don't want this to become a run-and-gun type of game.
I do think they'll benefit if they're certainly controlling the tempo, and that's why the emphasis is on the defensive end of the floor. Get back quickly and build your defense.
And now Orlando on the break. Throws up, throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the Magic leading by 4. Boom, he chips it straight down.
How about the vision of Marquise Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
For Miami, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Adebayo. He's covered by Thompson. And again, it's the Heat missing. And Love's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Ball passes to Morris.
And not just sustaining the lead, they're adding to it.
Right, and this is precisely what you want to do. Build up the lead and keep the pressure on.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Passes to Atkins. Here's Dixon. Orlando grabs the miss. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter. You can see how long Thompson's arms are when he goes up to finish that alley-oop.
The Heat trail by 10. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the claw extends to his wingspan as well, and then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for the Heat.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. He's coming off an excellent season. First in rebounding, first in shooting percentage, and of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the 2nd most points per game in the league.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Now the pass to Dixon, beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Atkins, covered by Morris. Again, the miss by the Heat. For the Orlando Magic, they come on.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Knocked away. Here's Dixon. Sweet little float. He's got 5.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Down low. And Morris throws it down.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Dixon passes to Autobio. Here's Gordon. To the middle. Here's Dixon. Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys. Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
Lets it go from deep. It's good, and that's just his third make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Money passes to Thompson. Wide open to the hoop. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Inside, here's Dixon. Pass to Autobio. Inside, from the low block. Misses off the left eye.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Here's Atkins. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
And now the first timeout call here for the matchup.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
And I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
Orlando leading by 7. Money passes to Love. And gets the three-pointer to fall. Love's got 5 now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individualism.
The rebound by Kevin Love.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Atkins, covered by Morris. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Money. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Paul's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating a whole game at a high level.
It's just so great to see ball movement like this, and he is excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
On good there for Love. Here's Dixon. Thompson with the rebound. Orlando leading by 14. Here's Money. Last game an incredible scoring display for him. Stolen. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Autobio. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Money. He's got 16. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. You take a look at Thompson, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Money, also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Well, he's making a switch here. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times. Because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Kicks it to Allen. Pass to Bryant. Here's the floater. Here's Gordon. And no good. The tri-spell continuing for him. Here's Money. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
A little skill that doesn't show up in the box score. The drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", pounds, coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed.
Means a lot. And the Heat making a change here. Garrett's checked in. Pass to Allen. Here's Garrett. He's started by Love. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Miami, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. The first one falls. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
Paul passes the money. The pass to Morris. Here's Money. He's got 21. And up middle for Love.
You guys, you don't see that very often. They might need to let him exhale a little bit over on the bench.
Well, he doesn't hit that one. And Orlando will come the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They executed on the road, stay focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
Pass to Garrett. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Allen. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Boy, no idea why he went with a fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Money passes to Paul. Money. The shot. No good.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, now you're going to have to tone down the level of aggressiveness on the defensive end. That's his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Harrison's checked in for the Heat. To the wing on the left. Vanderbilt. He's guarded by Love.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. The Heat making a switch here. Atkins checked in. He's off on the second. Magic leading by 19. Pass to Money. Love in the post. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Elite rebounder has always been a descriptor of Kevin Love's game. This guy takes tremendous pride in that aspect.
Atkins passes to Allen. That one good for 2. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, you have got to love the dime, the pass on time and on target.
Here's Money. And it's off the back rim, no good. Miami's on a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. If it counts, he's got 6.
But I like how he's getting involved in the offense. He's picking his spots and making his shot attempts count.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Shot from 12. Miami grabs the miss. And it's Garrett in the corner. Here's Atkins. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Orlando, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Through that first one, they turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
We've got Allen, and it's Brock in at the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves. Rick Carlisle said, listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
Got that one up quick. And it's 9 points for Kevin Love.
And I think this is what makes Kevin Love such a tough matchup. His ability to score from anywhere on the floor.
This is a duet. No good from outside.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
That's tipped. Money passes to Morris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got his second bucket.
How about the balance, the effort? Marquise Morris takes the hit, still able to convert.
Allen's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
The pass to Atkins to stop the run. Second chance shot. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the Heat call time here. Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. Love's passing along is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
Kicks the ball over Atkins. Here's Money. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And gobble doubled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, that we have got in the NBA.
The tireless work ethic, the passion. He's a guy the team relies on for that. Oh, that's unbelievable.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Atkins passes to Adebayo. Pass to Atkins. Releases. It's rebounded by Paul.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And he makes that one. He's got 10.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Money passes to Thompson. And it's Love, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Money, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. The Magic have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
He doesn't get the second one. For Miami, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. To the inside, Gordon lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Gordon's got his first bucket in this one.
Quick instincts from the savvy big man. Aaron Gordon getting his shot off under duress. Nice.
Here's Money. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
The Heat have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. That's good from Williams. And both free throws good for Williams. Here's Money. He has 30. The dish to Morris. And Love has it in the corner. Trying to get open is Thompson. Moves back up. And the layup is good. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Pass to Evans. Williams looking over the floor. Passes it to Gordon. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark. The Magic have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Money passes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Gordon. There's the pass to Dixon. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 11 points in the game.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the three. Nice.
Here's Money. Hit the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Dixon. That one a little long. Well, Orlando shooting 59% here in the second quarter.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lob pass to Gordon. That one doesn't go. Magic shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Evans with the steal. Tomasevic. Again, the miss by the Heat. Pass to Money. There's the lob to the hoop. Morris finds Paul. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Money. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
Got a piece of it. Heat shooting a pretty sorry 29% for the floor here. Here's Dixon. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's not a bad plan of action right there, guys. Attack the defense in the paint.
Here's Money. He's got 36. It's 2-on-1. Pass to Williams. Kicks it to Gordon. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Money's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 7-foot shot. Inch shot. And the layup good by Love. Love's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Dixon. Banked in off the glass. 15 points in the game. On offense, here are the Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
Outside Gordon. Puts it up from 12. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Love. It calls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Harrison. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, I'll tell you this. He is a relentless scorer at this point, Aaron Gordon. He is not afraid of taking contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Gordon.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly aligned so far here in the second quarter.
Vanderbilt. Again, the miss by the Heat. Well, Orlando shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Here's Money, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
You see, Markeith Morris, to me, is a guy I want on my team. He came into the league as a tremendous mid-range shooter, but he understands today's NBA, you need the three-point ball as part of your arsenal, and he's worked to get it. You know he's going to rebound, he's going to defend at a high level. I love Markeith Morris.
Here's Money. He has 38 in the game.
And they got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Miami's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only getting 1 of 5 attempts. Harrison, count it. You're talking about Morris. You need guys on the roster who complement everyone, yet give you consistent production.
Maybe the best attribute of Markeith Morris is the edge he plays with, because when he's engaged, he can give you a level of physicality that's crucial in today's NBA. There's a tough guy attitude that he wears on his sleeve, and I love it.
.102 left to play in the first half. Harrison kicks to Gordon. Back to Harrison. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up with the Orlando Magic. Here's Paul. Again, the Magic score.
He got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
And Miami shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Harrison passes to Allen. Back to Harrison. Poked loose. Here's Money. That one, no good.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Here's Harrison. He kicks it to Gordon. Over Love.
Well, it's been an aspect of this game he's been criticized for, but you have to love the defensive effort to challenge that shot by Kevin right there.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Orlando out in front, running away with it. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound. And they were off. But they still settled for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, Orlando shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, Paul out there with Money. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. The Magic have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. The Heat shooting 33% for the night. That's a big throw in their side right now. Dixon pass up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Dixon passes to Allen. Got a piece of it. Here's Money. Lobbed up there for Thompson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the perimeter shot.
And here are the Heat now. Passes to Dixon. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 17.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Money passes to Love. Now the pass to Dixon. And the three off target. The Magic have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. To the inside. In transition, here comes Miami. Wide open look. That one wide left.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Wasted no time on that one. Money's got 45 points.
Boy, this guy has had a major impact on this game. The scoring he has done has propelled them to this lead.
And that one drops.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Orlando, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. That shot off. And Miami the other way now.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Magic have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
You know, guys, when you think about Kevin Love, you have to think about all of the attributes he gives you on the offensive end. He's a knockdown shooter, can hit from anywhere on the floor, but he still knows how to go body to body inside and get an easy bucket, and all of that is critical to what they do. What instincts this guy has on the glass, has a real knack for getting in tight and always being ready for the tip.
Pass to Money. Good ball over here by the Magic. And it's Thompson with the jam.
You know, he might not be the focal point on an offensive team, but Thompson knows how to get his numbers.
Miami has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Love, one of the more versatile players on the offensive end.
Right, Kevin, and it doesn't just end with his shooting and scoring. Kevin Love pressures the glass and will get you extra possessions with great regularity.
And Miami making a change here. Carroll's checked in. Here are the Magic now. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Pass to Garrett. Down low. The shot by Carroll, no good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Magic. Money passes to Morris. Inside. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And good, he hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Harrison kicks to Adebayo. Atkins, defended by Paul. To the middle. Here's Atkins. Good work defensively by Paul. The Magic have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. That shot missing.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Here's Atkins. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Now, here's Thompson. Passes it to Morris. And here is Paul. He has 6 on the clock. Here's Money. And he hits the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 1, the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
And the first one drops. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And they're running. Here's Atkins. And again, it's the Heat missing.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot. I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the 3.
And the pass to Adebayo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Money passes to Thompson. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Dishes it to Carroll. Pass to Atkins. Back to Carroll. Here's Garrett, covered by Morris. Poked loose. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Misses in close. Passes to Atkins. They double it with luck. Here's Carroll. And the shot no good, a bit short. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And there's the pass to Atkins. Goes up to the stripe. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
No question he's having a bad quarter, so somebody else needs to take charge of the scoring if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And that one's good. Love.
Well, Kevin Love is rolling, and his teammates doing an outstanding job to deliver the basketball to him.
Evans outside. On the wing, Williams. Here's Atkins. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's. Here's Money. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Atkins. To the inside, and stolen by Love. And now Orlando on the break. And another one!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And Miami shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Evans up top. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Monday, They'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And for that game against the Warriors, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Now the feed to Evans, and the dunk by Evans.
And that's an aggressive move to the hoop, and a great pass there to cap it off.
Yeah, that's something these guys are always perfecting. Beautiful lob on the assist.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
A moment here to look at the numbers for money. Coming off a terrific season. First in scoring, first in assists, and we can't forget the league leader last season in steals per game, making a huge impact defensively.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. No good on the second free throw. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Harrison. Gordon trying to break loose, and that one's good. Harrison.
I know how popular threes are in the NBA. Boy, you can't do better than those quality looks in the paint.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Miami shooting just 34% from the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 5.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Here's money. Oh!
Yeah.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Harrison scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Gordon's got 9 points.
Listen, we know Aaron Gordon is a high-activity player, and if you give him daylight, he's ready to shoot it.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
Here's Harrison. Good ball movement here by Miami. Tomasevic, defended by Paul. Kicks it to Gordon. Over Thompson. And it's Gordon missing.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket catch.
To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Harrison. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And to look out the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Miami.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
Here's Morris, and the layup is good after a nice loop pass. He's got 8.
Now, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
51 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Evans. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. The 9-foot shot. Trying to get open is Thompson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Harrison. And the rejection by Love.
Wow, terrific timing from Kevin Love to get the block, something he's worked hard to improve on.
And the shot is good.
Oh, just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
Harrison kicks to Gordon. Just 3 on the clock. That shot misses. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against it. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Williams, Harrison out there with Evans, and it's Carroll in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. There's Harrison. Back to Carroll. This is it to Brock. There's Harrison, defended by Paul. Harrison kicks to Carroll. Doesn't go for him. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Money. The layup off target. Brock, defended by Paul. The shot by Harrison, no good. Well, Orlando shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. And Miami shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. The pass to Williams. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Dixon's checked in for Miami. Probably no surprise to us. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of it officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
And Miami making a change here. Allen's checked in. Here's Money. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Dixon. To the middle. Looking for Allen. He gets it there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, no, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. It's deflected. Outside Williams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
Morris outside. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Paul passes to Money. The three. Again, what an avalanche. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Allen outside. Tipped away. Passes it to Dixon. There's Harrison. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Money passes to Morris. Hammers the alley through.
Well, obviously, in terms of temperament so far, it's been a bit of an up and down career for Morris. But he sure can put points on the board.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Dixon, and Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. Allen finds Carroll. Another shot. The shot off that time. And Orlando the other way now. The pass to Money. Look at the state of the game. International leagues getting better and better, Doris. There's no doubt about it. We see it at Olympic times. And during FIBA play in between. We see a lot of NBA players who have spent time abroad. I think they come back better.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kevin. I think wherever you can hone your craft and do it in a competitive environment where winning and losing is at stake on a nightly basis, it has so many opportunities for learning and growth. So, okay, I can't turn it over 5 times in a competitive environment, regardless of what league I'm playing in, because that's to the detriment of my team. If I'm lazy on the defensive end, I'm going to get exposed by good offensive players. To me, Kev, I love any time there's competitive basketball being played. I want to watch it.
Love that answer. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Heat have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Dixon. And again, it's the Heat missing.
As off as he's been this quarter, it's not helping them to trim the deficit.
Count it.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the way. 19 points in the game.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Here's Money. Love kicks to Thompson. Pass to Money. Unloads from 13. And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Atkins passes to Garrett. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax. Draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization. And both times, those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Miami making a change here. Miami with the ball. Thompson with the rebound. Morris right side. Pass to Money. Tries again. And that one hits back iron.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
Joey's here, coach is preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night in, night out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night, it's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
And he dunks it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And it's the Heat with the ball. Atkins, defended by Paul. Here's Garrett. And it's Orlando with the rebound. To the inside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Uncovered. No good there. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's money. Right block shot. It's tipped, and they get it back. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
The defense forgets about Morris and pays the price. He loves to score and can do it a number of ways.
Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
We get out of our seats, don't we? I mean just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
Tomasevic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. Miami's got some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Garrett from outside off the mark. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Money passes to Love and stolen by Gordon. Here's Garrett. Inside. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Orlando dictating the flow. He's off on that one.
And this is really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
No, Greg, you're absolutely right. This is strong defense. It's about making the shooter feel uneasy, and that's what he did.
And that one's good, Harrison. Here's money. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders to me to have a high-level defense cap.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
And he sinks the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
That one falls. And here are the Heat now.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Orlando.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for money.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double evidence of the kind of effort and skill he has.
Well, the league taking steps towards to reform the draft lottery, backing out